So in this video, I just want to share with you guys how you can actually calibrate your D-Log-M footage coming out of your Action 6 camera in CapCut right on your phone. No PC, no MacBook, no computer required. So I've actually done this before using my iPhone where I shot some footage in Apolog and I've calibrated it right in CapCut. So I'm just going to show you guys just my process. So you're going to have your Action 6 booted up. That way you can connect your Action 6. So you're going to have to go to the Mimo app here and you have to connect. You hit join here. So you got to connect your Action 6 to your phone to be able to download the footage right on your phone. That way you can get to calibrate. I'm just going to go ahead and download some footage here real quick. I download that one right there. I already have some clips that I downloaded. Go in there and just download that right there. Yeah, so that's how that goes. Now that you have all your clips downloaded, you could just go into CapCut and get to editing. We can just go ahead and start picking some clips here. We'll go with this one right here. And so you can actually just trim it. And normally what I do, I'll just trim it to like right about there, boom. So the cool thing is these clips are shot in 10-bit G-Log-M. Basically, you're getting the highest quality footage coming out of the camera. That's the key. And you also just want to make sure that you get your settings right, you get especially your white balance and exposure right, because it's gonna make this process so much easier. So now that I have that in CapCut, we can start playing around with some of the filters. And this is the free version of CapCut. Let's go with HDR. And as you can see right here, HDR by itself, you can see a huge difference just by going from regular D-Log-M to HDR right there. So like I say, that 10-bit footage is kind of retaining so much information that when you slap a filter on top of it, it's not looking crazy or weird. So that's the cool thing about shooting in 10-bit D-Log-M. Like that right there, I could just export that and it would be good to go. But another thing you could do is you can have some adjustments. You can add another layer where you can adjust a few things like your brightness. So for me personally, that's what I like to do. So I can go in here. I think the exposure and everything was just solid coming out of the camera. So I don't need to do much with that. But what I can do, I can play around with the saturation and the temperature. You can see I can really go crazy with the colors. I can push the colors far. Because like I said, it's 10-bit. So there we go. We can play around with the temperature, warm it up a little bit. We can play with the hue. I can bring a little bit of that green that I like, and I can play around with the vignette as well. Boom. And you want to be careful because the more you do, the more you kind of like are pushing the footage to the limits. So I'll probably dial the saturation back a little bit because at the top here, I'm seeing a little bit of like weird coloring going on. So you can just kind of see the progression of it, right? So you got the HDR kicking in right there, and then you have a little bit of those adjustments kicking in. And you can also add some grain right here. This is super like great for if you're traveling, maybe you're on a flight and you're just trying to put something real quick, or you're trying to put something out for social media real quick. So like for me personally, I'd be happy with this just the way it is and wouldn't have to do any further edits to this. So we can go ahead and export that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and pick something else here. All right, let's go with this one right here. So we can go ahead and just click that. I'm gonna try to go for a different one, like a different filter this time. I mean, some of these filters you have to have the paid version, but there's a good amount of like variety of like filters in CapCut to where you can play around with and get you some good results. So you have to make sure that you have the filter on a separate layer, not baking the filter right on the footage, just in case you wanna change something. I'm gonna click down there and I'm gonna click on filters, and then we're gonna just cycle through some filters and just kind of see what we can get here. So we got Humble, like this one right here is already looking good. Or you can go with film, which kind of like dials things back a little bit. You can go with Hollywood Past. I give you that old school film noir look. Ooh, I'm liking this one right here. Let's go with the green orange. Got the green orange right here, and go over here, and you can just see the difference from the before and after right here. You can just see the difference here going from just D-Log-M to, you know, that filter. And the cool thing also is like you could adjust the intensity of the filter as well by clicking on the filter here and dial it back, or you can go crazy and push it up to 100%. Like I said, the D-Log-M is doing such a good job of holding everything together. Maybe I can go in here and just play around with, on a second layer of course, with the temperature here, dial it back a little bit, slightly warmer, maybe give it a little bit of a vignette. Maybe if I wanted to, I could add a little bit of grain just to give it a little bit of style. Like I said, you don't have to do too much. All right, let's get rid of the vignette because I'm I'm not liking that as much. Yeah, you don't have to do too much, man. So this is like serviceable right here. Or maybe if I wanted to just boost, let's see, maybe let me boost the color a little bit. Just a little bit of saturation, nothing crazy. A big thing about color grading is just about finessing. You don't want to go too crazy, but you see you can boost those colors a little bit, and that looks great right there. Bam, exporting it. That's like solid right there. Let's go for another clip. Okay, let's go this one. This one is a little bit like in a low light situation. I'm gonna go with this one and see what else we can play around with. So I'm just trying to pick a variety of clips that are in different lighting conditions. Let me scroll down here to the bottom, see what else is down here. Glam, that's too dark. Mighting Sun, go 200. Nightfall, woo, that is great. That Nightfall, it's kind of doing something. Berlin, kind of on the dark side. Oppenheimer, I'm liking this. It's super like stylized. I'm gonna go back to Nightfall. I like Nightfall. Click on Nightfall and let's see here. It looks like Nightfall is kind of bringing shadows up a little bit, bringing in shadows a little bit. So that's regular D-Log M. I like that right there. So that's pretty much what I do. I just play around with the different filters and then just see what kind of works, because some filters work best for different lighting situations. So it just comes down to playing around and seeing which one is gonna work best. So for this one, things are slightly on the dark side. So we're gonna open an adjustment layer here. And I'm just play around with like brightness, little contrast here, saturation. You get these colors to look a little bit more vibrant. And we're gonna go to temperature. The sun is rising, so I can warm it up a little bit here, and I can just kind of adjust it a little bit, and we can kind of see it before and after. See right there. And that looks great. Color is popping. And like I said, I can see myself editing a bunch of these clips on a flight to where I'm saving myself a little bit of time and being productive. All right, I'll do one more clip. But I'll go ahead and export this one because I'm satisfied with the way it looks. All right, let's do one more. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's look at the filters here and see what we got going on. I want to scroll down and try some of the filters that are further down here. Kodak 500T, I feel like that would look good. Bad Bunny. All right, let's see. Sicily. I like Sicily. Kind of gives you a little bit of style. Manger Vision. Fresh Lime. Okay, we're gonna go with Fresh Lime for this one. It's a subtle difference, but you can see here, just gives you a little extra punch. So like I said, it's like a lot of these filters, it's just like one click and you're good to go. So this is a cheat code for people who are like newbies and people who are not trying to become colorists, but you're trying to get like a look to your footage. All right, let's see. Adjustment. Open another layer here, brightness. I'm liking the brightness. Contrast is good. We can always push the saturation. Temperature, you can always play around with the temp. I'll warm it up slightly a little bit just to make sure my skin tone is kind of looking nice. You know, you can add a little bit of grain to it just to kind of give it a little bit of that film look. And with the grain, you don't want to go too crazy with the grain now. So add a little bit of grain, or else your footage starts looking fake. You can play around with the hue, give it a little bit of that green tint that I like to put in my videos. Maybe for this one, I'll add a bit of a vignette, kind of get the corners a little dark. And then let's see how that looks. We got D-Log here, got the Fresh Line punching in. Doom, da-dum, nice. So that's pretty much it. Like that clip is good to go. This is pretty much how you can use CapCut to color grade your footage coming out of your Action 6 with no hassle. You don't need to learn how to color grade. I mean, you probably still want to learn how to color grade, but this is kind of like a cheat code or just something if you want to color grade something real quick, a little bit of B-roll here. That way, when you get to actually putting your video together, you're good to go. So that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.